checking off all the boxes. Fine as hell. He believes that a man should be the provider. Hold on, let's rewind. I'm Tracy. I'm a single mother. I left my baby daddy a while ago. I started my celibacy while I was with my baby daddy, so that should just let you know how checked the fuck out I was, right?
Right. Gave the cheeks up to your baby daddy, right? Let him get the cheeks, impregnate you, then decides to go celibate.
So now I'm popping the fuck out, putting myself out there and stuff like that.
Right.
And I'll say I got about like 4 good boyfriends right now. Like, may the best man win. But really, I have this great guy and I had to cut him off. You ever have a guy that is so like, I don't know, he just checks off all the boxes. He's very well rounded. He's a gentleman. He does all the things, has all the things, except that mother spark. And I don't know, being with my baby daddy for 4.5 years, I'm not trying to waste any more time. So it's just like, if I don't feel that thing, you know, I don't want it. I don't want it. And like, so we went out to eat. This was our second date.
I'm sorry, I gotta say it. You found a good man who checked off, guys.
Let's move on along. Hear a story. We'll get into that.
The minutes, the seconds for this date to be over. Cancel. And I'm just, in my head, I'm just like, please don't cancel, because I'm counting down like the minutes, the seconds for this date to be over. And it's like, yeah, it don't matter how fine you are, how much money you have. Like, I've just never been one of those girls. If you don't speak to my mind, if we're just not clicking, I can't waste my time with you. I really can't. It's serving nobody anything. And my mind and my body is very much connected. If I was trying to get, I would have my baby daddy 2.5 years ago, you know? So it's like, yeah, I really hate that for me, because I could be having all my bills paid right now, but I had to let him go. Y'all ever had that? You ever had a guy that like
boy, oh boy, the tears. Oh man, they're coming.
Very handsome and just really sweet, super pressed about you, just like, you know, a good guy. But for whatever reason, it's not hitting for you. What did you do? Did you like hold on? Because I tried to hold on to see if it would build up over time, because I'm definitely a lover's girl. You know, I love so much. I watch Love is Blind. I watch The Bachelorette.
There you go. Oh, and you know what? I was almost thinking like, maybe my guy might have needed to work on some stuff, because the video was getting to the end. Usually they'll snitch on themselves, but at the last minute, at the buzzer, she's talking about reality TV shows like Love is Blind, The Bachelor, and using those in a serious conversation about locking down somebody for, I'm sure she wants a marriage, a long-lasting.
Well, anyhow, let's cut it off today. Let's get to the comment section, and we want to see the women in the comment section that are shaming her.
How old are you? You've got an actual woman here responding back, asking for your age, because you sound immature. And the disheartening thing about all this is she's a mother. She's a mother. Well, let's see. We may have read this wrong. Let's see what else she has to say. I realize.
Okay, before we get into all that, let's have this conversation. I think the young lady there, as much as she is dysfunctional mentally, she's at least honest, and honest in saving this man's life. Because obviously the guy is a simp. Anybody who would waste their time, energy, and effort trying to date a woman that's not interested in him or does not see him as her dating market select, the type of guy she likes. He doesn't have the dating market DNA that she likes. When I say DNA, see, a lot of these game coaches that sell you these courses for $49.99 or $29.99 a month, or sign up to my Patreon, what they don't tell you guys is this: attraction. Nobody can understand, especially from the female perspective. But the reality of life is this. There's a certain type every woman has, and everybody else is a trick. So she's regretting the fact that she didn't take this guy for his sponsorship, paying her bills, but he doesn't make her moist and wet, no matter how squared away he is. So you can't talk your way out of your DNA. You may be able to talk her to a point where you can get a little bit of box out of her, or leverage in a situation where you can get some box out of her, because she's talking like a chicken head. And that mentality, you can probably get some box out of her if you could kind of, maneuver her a certain way. I'm not going to get into that because I don't even think that's valuable for the man himself. But inevitably, there's a certain DNA that these types of women like. Unless and I'll be honest with you, I'm keeping it raw. Unless your name is Mook Mook, Day Day, Raekwon, unless you just got out the pen, got a criminal record, got that thugged out look, or got a history of just, toxic, degenerate type activity, you ain't that woman type. You don't got that characteristic or that DNA. If you're some square away that work at UPS, pay your bills on time, got high credit score, that ain't going to be dramatic and chaos or whatever, that's going to bore the crap out of her. So she's actually doing that guy a favor. And when women do men a favor like this, you don't want to condemn them. You want her to come out and encourage other women to kick these squares to the side, because they're not their dating DNA and they're only going to destroy their life. Maybe he can go find some nice square woman like him who likes men like him. And he is their select preference. He has the DNA that they like. So when they talk like this, you don't want them to be quiet or shame them into being quiet, because you want them to, in this situation, she dumped that guy and saved his life. Because here's the truth of the matter. Women, the 11 p.m. guy that these women like, they're begging him. They're like, baby, can you please come over tonight? The guy at the job they love, they're begging him. Like, whew, he makes that guy that she wants. That is the guy that has the DNA that she likes. He ain't got to do all that game crap that these guys be teaching you. He is who he is. And the critical thing that he practices indifference. He doesn't care what she's begging him to call him. When are you going to text me back, baby? When are you going to text me back? You're coming over tonight, girl. I'm wet for you. Come on over and spend some time with me. She's begging him to be with her because he is her DNA. That's the DNA she likes. It's the characteristic. It's the personality. It's the behavior. Whether it be toxic or not, that's what they like. Look at the guys that women don't change their taste in men. They change their taste in lifestyle. And what happens with women like her is she's going to go back to like the Mook Mook Day Day type. He's going to run through or put another baby in her, leave her ass on the side of the street. And then she's going to go back to that simp, that provider dude, that cleanup dude. And then she's going to try and be like, hey, this ass you was thirsting for is still hot. I want to take the same original deal that you was offering from the beginning. But hopefully by that time, he's gotten some counseling. I recommend my brother to coach the clinicians who work on that low self-esteem and get that self-esteem up, because low self-esteem is the virus that affects men. Then they can make poor, bad decisions that will chase after women that don't want them. I'm not talking about somebody who's trying to purchase some services or commodities. I'm talking about somebody who thinks that this woman or they can game this woman into liking him. All you can do is buy a situation temporarily, especially nowadays, the way things are, until that woman gets some security, and then she dump your ass and she gets back with a guy that she actually wants. So it's delusional for men to think that they can just go ahead and be with women. You don't got the DNA for that. You ain't that type of dude. Some of these women like who they like. The history of their boyfriends, their men, they'll say they changed, whatever. No, they ain't changed. They just trying to get some security and some money. But you ain't it. They could change nothing. So deal with women. That's what pimps be saying. Like the women who like you. Your dating market DNA is what it is. As we see these pickup guys, You know, she liked men that are 6'2" and he's 5'7", all muscular in his tight shirt, GQ'd up and whatever in her face. And he's been rejected from the door because you're not that woman's preference. It ain't even game. It's just money. And nowadays, with the dating market the way it is, it's purely just prostitution for anybody that's not a woman's sexual select preference. The goal is to be successful, squared away, the best man you can be, and be some woman's sexual select preference. But again, you're not her dating market DNA. My thing is, why play yourself like that? You can practice all the game you want. I think it's a waste of time. Anyhow, peace and blessings to you guys. Let me know what you think about this video. I am out. But, you know, if they telling the truth, when they start running their mouth, let them keep talking. The young lady is honest. She saved that guy's life. The guy, whoever's life she saved, go get some damn therapy. Something's wrong with you chasing behind these chicken heads. Anyhow, peace and blessings, guys. I'm out.